So here we are today in Phoenix, Arizona. We are here with the PadSplit crew, and we're gonna go through and talk about what to do in this house. This property, if you guys remember on the YouTube channel, this video got like, I don't know, 15,000 views or something. We did pretty good on it. People really loved the breakdown of the Subto deal. Actually, we just posted me calling the seller the other day. That was a good little insert you did there. So we're gonna talk about this house, what we think we should do with it, and how much money this house can generate. Right here, we've got Atticus. You came all the way from Atlanta?
Did.
That's my favorite town in the whole entire country.
Wow.
Yeah, I love everything about that town.
I'm glad to hear it.
Except summertime.
I was gonna say, it's not my hometown. It's my my adopted town for the last 20-ish years.
How'd you get there?
Via New Orleans.
You're a New Orleans guy?
I am.
Best food I've ever had in my life was in New Orleans, and I'm an anti-New Orleans guy. Like,
I'm still a Saints fan, so we'll have to reconcile that.
bro, so people are like, all right, you got to have the oysters. I'm like, the oysters are full of dirt. Did you ever notice that?
I mean, they're oysters. They eat dirt.
Well, it's like the oysters from the Mississippi, so they're just full of like Mississippi dirt. So Atlanta, I love Atlanta. You've been there 20 plus years.
I have.
What took you over there?
A girl.
Of course, dude. It's always a freaking girl. Why are you in Phoenix, Eric? Probably because of a girl?
Born and raised.
Okay. You should have said a girl, dude. Come on. And where are you from again?
Colorado and a girl, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Where were you born?
I was born in Atlanta, so I born and raised in Atlanta, moved to Colorado about 10 years ago now.
Atlanta's pretty awesome, though.
Atlanta's great, yeah, I love going back home. Except
Were
for the
you-
mugginess and the bugs, everything's great.
Yeah, the bugs are pretty bad. Like Florida's bugs are comparable.
Yep.
Atlanta has and the vines, dude.
Oh, it's a jungle, yeah.
The freaking vines that are taking over the trees there is like something you've never seen before. And when you drive on the freeway, you're like, man, are these, I don't know if these are trees.
It's like a hallway of green.
Right.
And especially from here in Colorado, where in Colorado we have barely any trees, but seeing that stark difference and even going back, even though I was born there, is pretty shocking.
It's very shocking. Okay, so today we're gonna go through this house. I bought this house with Creative Finance. We were going to do a light renovation and just do a regular rental on this, because on a regular rental I'd make maybe $300-400 a month in net cash flow. And then I was at a Vegas meetup just recently, maybe 6 weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago. I meet Mandisa. She got her car stolen that night.
Yeah.
Did you ever find that, by the way?
I think she got an insurance claim. I don't think she found the car though. Yeah, she got a new computer too. Brutal.
Poor girl.
I know.
So I meet her and she's like, I'm from PadSplit. I was like, sure, great, thank you. And then one of my students came over and was like, dude, you got to know that girl. Their whole company is like, they're going to blow up. They're unbelievable. I'm like, what do they do? And he told me what you guys did. And I go, it sounds like too much work. And then he says, no, they do the work. They screen the tenants. They find the tenants, they do the marketing, they screen them. They somewhat manage everything. They collect the money. I'm like, oh my gosh, so they take all the work off your plate. You guys are basically doing what my Airbnb managers do for my Airbnbs. You're finding the tenants, you're dealing with the postings, you're dealing with the money management side of things. If there's an issue on the management side or on the maintenance side, I'm responsible for that. But you guys dish that out and go, hey, here you go. You guys are in charge of this, or go take care of this. So I calculated, I have 16 houses that are vacant in Phoenix right now. Some of them we've already made the decision to do Airbnb, but some of them, like this one, that I'm only gonna make, I don't know, $300-400 a month net. It seemed like a really good idea to have you guys come over here and go, don't turn this into a regular rental, turn this into a PadSplit, and then have a conversation of how much money we could make here. What do you like about this neighborhood, by the way? Tell me what are the good signs of a good neighborhood for PadSplit?
If you're looking for a PadSplit property, and it's like you just mentioned, right? You have Airbnb, this is not appealing for Airbnb. Single family rent, negligible prices as far as cash flow goes.
Why is it, for people that are watching, like it's obvious for you and I, but for people that are watching here, what is obvious that this is not a great Airbnb area?
I mean, it's a
And why you got to do me like that?
C-class area, right? But I mean, that's,
Yeah.
I love C-class.
So maybe like
It's solid, not sexy.
Yes.
solid, not sexy. I like that. Okay, so like across the street, for example, my neighbor's roof hasn't been replaced in 30 years.
Yep.
Right? Like that kind of stuff. Other things, like everything's hodgepodge. Like if you look at my neighbor, they have cinder block wall is 2 different colors, right? There are a lot of people parking on the street.
Yes, big one.
That's a big one. Like, you won't see in a B class, definitely not in A class neighborhood. If I park in my neighborhood across the street, like if somebody comes to my house and they go, I don't know where to park, Pace has these weird driveways, I'm gonna park across the street to not bother Pace. It's the weirdest thing. My neighbor will call the police on me and go, get your freaking blah, blah, blah. That's an A class neighborhood. So you don't wanna be doing PadSplit in an A class neighborhood, right?
I mean, it depends on the host, but overwhelming majority are, like, these are workforce, kind of blue collar, again, solid, not sexy. You're essentially going into those areas where you can get high cash flow, but not necessarily outstanding appreciation, or in some cases they're transitional, but in some cases the neighborhoods are just, they have been kind of blue collar for a long period of time.
Okay. Is the demographic somebody, the way I think of it, and you'll have to educate me, is that it's like somebody that moved out of mom and dad's house, can't quite afford to live in a full-fledged home on their own, and they go, I don't want to be, I want to live on my own in a house, but I don't want to have to pay $2,000 for rent plus utilities plus all this kind of stuff. I'd rather pay a much lower fee.
Yeah, it's certainly a big segment. I mean, if you do the math, it's 1/3 of the entire rental population in the United States that are singles or two-person households that make less than 35 grand a year.
Put that on the screen. That's a really good statistic.
42 million rental households, 14 million are one or two-person households that make less than 35 grand a year.
Well, how many?
14 million.
14 million.
31% of all U.S. households are single people, and that's growing because of millennials who are staying single longer, or boomers who are aging in place longer, living longer.
So out of 42 million rentals, 14 million of them are making less than $35,000 a year.
And are one or two person households.
That's a really great statistic. So essentially we're going after that 14 million and just saying, hey, you can rent here, it's way less expensive.
Correct.
Have you done the numbers on nationwide rent plus utilities plus upkeep as a tenant?
Yeah, so for us, it's around $729 per month.
Yeah, that's dramatically lower than probably
Rent,
the
utilities, Wi-Fi, usually includes laundry, of course parking. We even include credit reporting, so any payment that they make on time gets reported to credit agencies. So average credit score increase is 48 points.
Holy crap, are you kidding me?
There's a ton of incentives for the members, and we always want to keep that alive as a mission-based company.
You and I did a whole Zoom with the Subto community a couple of weeks ago. We had like 700 or 800 people on there. Mandisa did a great job, by the way. If you guys want to see that training, click in the link in the description. We'll give you the full hour-and-a-half training that PadSplit came in and did. $729 a month is what the average PadSplit tenant is paying, compared to, I wonder what the national average is for rent, plus utilities, plus Wi-Fi. It's got to be like $1,800 or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's well in the
It's got to be double. So the opportunity is not slowing down. The opportunity is accelerating because things are becoming less and less affordable.
Correct. Yeah, in markets where we have more properties, you actually see rooms fill faster, which has been super interesting. Average time from a listing to a first booking across all 6,500 listings that we have right now is less than 3 days.
6,500 listings. And you guys took the time to come hang out with me. This will be my first listing with you. Wow. I'm like a drop in the bucket.
We heard this was our opportunity to get famous.
You guys will get famous for sure. Okay, 14 million, 35,000, 729, 48 points because you guys are reporting to their credit bureaus. 6,500 listings you guys currently have. What do you think a neighborhood like this could get me per room? Oh, on a weekly basis?
So, full disclosure, have never seen this neighborhood before, have never been here, have no idea like what the market rent is.
Okay.
On any market you're in, typically what you're seeing is, call it 70% of a one-bedroom market rate for that area. Ballpark for this market, I think you're probably, call it $1,100 for a one-bedroom apartment, if I were to guess. And so I would say you're probably in that $750 to $800 a month
per room
range per room.
Okay.
Single bed, no private bath.
Okay, single bed, no private bath. All right, so if you gave them a private bath, then it bumps up a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, so obviously working with, this is what's great about you guys is that you have reps in all of your areas. So if I'm a client, I can reach out and I can say, hey, will you underwrite this and help me understand how do I price this or how do I chop this house up? Which is actually what I want to do today.
Sure.
Because I think there's a big question here. It's like, I could enclose this carport for probably $10,000 to $15,000. And this could be 2 additional rooms, right? There's Molly. Watch how good of a student I am, okay? I'm gonna act like I'm working for PadSplit for a moment. This is Molly.
Hi, Molly. Atticus.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you both.
How you doing, Molly? Nick?
Have we
Nice
met
to meet you.
on Zoom?
Yep, we did.
Yep.
That was a great Zoom.
It was a great Zoom.
Okay, I'm gonna teach you a couple of things, okay?
Okay.
There are 42 million rental households in the United States. 14 million of them are either 1 or 2 person households that make less than $35,000 a year.
That's why they're renting.
That's why they're renting, but that is where the opportunity for PadSplit comes in, because the average rent rate in Arizona from last time I checked was like 3 or 4 months ago is like spread across the whole valley. It's like $1,500. Okay. The average rent rate for all of their 6,500 listings is $729 a month, including utilities, Wi-Fi, etc. So what an amazing opportunity.
Yeah.
Have you haven't been to Flower, have you?
I haven't been here. No, I'm looking at all the code violations everywhere that
Oh yeah.
nobody cares about in this neighborhood.
Yeah,
so
we don't
it's
need to
okay.
worry about those.
I guess that would be a good sign for a C-class neighborhood is that our code violations are just fine.
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily the code violations are just fine, but I mean, for most of our hosts, we recommend, look, your house should be one of the nicest ones on the block. When you're done, if it looks like it's one of the nicest ones on the block, that's a pretty good indication.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the neighborhood is safe, clean, quiet.
Okay. This neighborhood is definitely safe, clean, quiet.
Absolutely, yeah. I would say it is.
It's a blue-collar neighborhood. A lot of Hispanic, hardworking people in here that are just like, you want a great handyman? This is the neighborhood to get one. You want a great roofer? This is the neighborhood to get one. Anything you want, this neighborhood is amazing. And this is one of the neighborhoods that still has ice cream trucks cruising around in it.
Oh, yes.
Hopefully they
Yeah.
still have a bell instead
Major
of a...
perk.
They have the loud music, dude.
Yeah.
They just blast it. Okay, so here's what we want to do. I want to go through this house and see what you guys think we should do, because I think, here, let's go inside. I think the house is a 3-2. Is that right, Molly?
Yeah.
It's a 3-2. I don't think a lot needs to be done in here except for paint and freshening up. Immediately,
Okay, maybe some dog hair.
And a pool.
immediately I think this should be a room right here, right?
Yes.
Yes, easy.
Okay, what about this living room right here?
Could also work.
I would absolutely make that.
We've got 2 additional rooms. Maybe even 2 rooms in here?
You need an egress window.
Yeah.
So that is an exterior wall, and I mean, theoretically, you could potentially fit 2 8 by 10 foot rooms. I think you're probably too close for comfort. In general, I would encourage hosts to think about just quality of experience in addition to just that extra room looks great on a pro forma, and this is why it's helpful to see the room in person to say, okay, well, yeah, I think legitimately, if you have either a full wall here with permits or a temp wall, like this is a solid, respectable bedroom and plenty enough room for.
But if we did the 2 extra rooms, we'd have to add a bathroom.
That's correct. Yeah, so no more than
we
4
do have 2 bathrooms here.
There is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
I haven't been here, sorry.
Yeah, so no more than 4 bedrooms can share 1 bathroom. In general, 3 to 1 is going to be just a better long-term experience.
Do you know what our payment is here? Can you pull that up?
$1,270 a month, roughly.
Okay, that's great. So if I can get hypothetically 8 people in here at, let's say, $750 a month, this property could bring in $6,000 a month on PadSplit. Holy shnikes.
And it's been so great. Nobody's tried to get into this house. We had a broken window. That little window that looks cleaner than the other one was broken.
Atticus knows
Initially-
the copper's still in that little shed over there.
Yeah.
Literally, there's
Shed is
It's a
open.
really good-
All the copper's still there.
Yeah.
That's a great sign.
Okay, so if I bring in 6,000, hey editor, pop this up on the screen. Molly, have you ever even watched our YouTube channel?
No.
It's so great, so great. Okay, so $6,000 a month is what I could bring in. I imagine I should probably have some allocation for like vacancy, right?
Yeah.
So maybe 10%.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take out $600. That's $5,400 I can bring in actual money in a month. Then out of that, I'm going to multiply that by 0.85, which is after your guys' fee,
Yep.
right? So you guys take a 15% fee to manage and do all that kind of stuff.
Including credit card processing and all that stuff.
So great. So that means this property could bring in $4,590. You take out our $1,300 a month in payments with $3,290 a month.
That's insane.
No, this one's
Every time I hear those numbers, it's just mind blowing. On this house.
This is stupid.
Well, we also have a carport. Like, we could put a room out there, too. Like,
32. Give me all of these houses right now.
I know.
$3,290.
Yeah, I mean, we had a guy recently who had an accessory dwelling unit in the backyard too, and I mean those are also just going super fast. So,
Oh my God.
accessory dwelling unit. It was
379.
yeah, it
How
was-
long are
it
you
was
guys in town?
$375 a week.
Jeez.
How long are you guys in town?
About another hour and a half.
yeah,
And then you're getting on a flight?
Yeah.
That's all I got you? Can we go to Monroe with them too?
That one's not safe.
It's down by the airport.
Proximity to employment centers is important.
It is. It is.
Yeah, but the light rail.
The methadone clinic.
There's not a bus stop nearby because the light rail's right there.
Well, neither is this one.
A lot of
Yeah.
people
So
take Uber too.
you would be shocked. We have units
$35.
in.
My main concern is just the safety. Like you said,
Overall
this house is
yeah.
safe. This neighborhood is safe.
Molly.
That neighborhood turns into Zombieland. Go stay there one night.
32
This is what we're doing.
3,200
Yeah,
and
this is what we're
look at 3,290.
No.
She's wrong. I think she's
Morby's
wrong.
gonna do like ghost busters or whatever, where they go and stay in a house in a night. We're gonna have Pace Morby go stay with a camera and like.
Talking about the neighborhood though, I mean that's one of the tests that I like to suggest to folks. I mean when I started buying houses in 2008 in the crash, and my strategy was, all right, I have to be willing to go there at night
Yeah.
to collect rent
So that makes-
with my wife in the car.
Yeah.
And if it didn't fit that criteria, I was like, I'm out. And so now it says, you think, okay, well, if I would have
Monroe would fail that.
My
Monroe
sister.
100% fails. It's Zombieland. Not even kidding you. It's drug addicts and homeless people just roaming the streets
the
in the
next-
house.
I have a couple examples. In Vegas, I was just telling Atticus, the first PadSplit I ever went to, walked in with the investor, there's a squatter in the other room. We got
Yeah.
him out there. He did a renovation. It's been 6 people in that house ever since. It operates amazingly. My house in Orlando, my GCs were working and 2 guys were trying to break into the window in the living room. And he told me that and I was like, damn, I got to get tenants in there quick.
Yeah.
Ever since that day, we got them moved in, no issues at all.
So here's the thing. If you're going to do a neighborhood like that, you just need to buy like 6 or 10 on the same block so you can circle the wagons.
These people are not selling. These people are like, get out of here. They don't want us there.
Okay, so this room, bedroom. That room, bedroom. So that gives us 5. I here's what I think we do, Molly. I think we get this room. This is one room. This living room, this little space right here is another room. Okay? And then I think what we do is we get it cash flowing, and then we add 2 more in the carport.
That's a good spot.
Yeah, it's a good spot for a closet.
I mean, look at this woodwork.
Oh, yeah.
wouldn't want to damage that.
You want to put it in your house?
One,
Where's the bathroom?
Right here.
Bathrooms.
hallway
Okay, so
bath.
there's one.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
I think, I don't know.
No, it's right here.
Or does that connect to this one?
No,
Oh, there's 2 bathrooms just right
two,
next to
two
each other?
bathrooms, yeah.
Love the mirrored ceilings too. You gotta
I
make sure
mean,
you say
don't
that.
you have those?
Well, everywhere,
Yeah.
especially in all our rental houses.
So you're thinking 5-bed with an ensuite?
That's bizarre.
I'm thinking a 5-bed with an ensuite and then get it cash flowing.
Yeah.
And then convert the carport after I've got started cash flowing and add 2 more.
House anyway, yeah.
Right.
My house in Orlando is a 5 with an ensuite, and it performs great. I love that number.
This one's perfect for it.
I need 8 people in here though for that 3,000. If we only do if you do 6 people,
You will, because we'll add the carport.
but if we add the carport, we probably need to add a bathroom because
You would.
Yeah, onto that. I would have the bathroom and a room on that carport.
May already be plumbed though, Pace.
do you get any bonus for having a pool? Do they enjoy having a pool or do they not even hang out?
It's tough.
They're like they show up, they work, they go, they
Yeah,
leave.
our thought is more like liability issues. I would definitely do away with the pool. That's what I suggest to all my investors, you know.
Damn it.
So what do we just fill
Or
in with
cover
dirt
it.
and put grass
I mean,
over it?
People have done that. Some people drain them, some people cover them. I know it can damage it if you drain it, right? In this climate.
Yes.
I tell you what, I mean, we have a number of these in apartments, And pool is is certainly an added bonus for marketing. Those things fill fast.
I think we leave the pool. Let's leave the pool. And what we'll do, Molly, is we'll turn that room into a room, the living room into a room, and then what we'll do is once we get it all cash flowing, we'll then have Chava come over and add a bathroom and 2 bedrooms and a carport. Because that'll
2 bedrooms in the carport? Like
2
a
bedrooms.
middle?
I think if we can get to 7 people here, taking out the carport here, let's see if we can find them. Am I just being greedy?
You could do a Jack and Jill here. Do bedroom here, bedroom there.
That would be.
Look at all this plumbing in here already.
Yeah, that would be.
The challenge is the air conditioning.
No, we'd have to put
do
mini
mini
splits.
splits.
Yeah, we'd have to put a mini split in.
Okay, so if we had 5 people in the house
And we'd probably have to upgrade electricity.
at $750, with 5 people net after pool maintenance, landscape maintenance, utilities, Wi-Fi, everything, we'd make $1,500 a month on this property with 5 bedrooms. If we came back and we added 2 more bedrooms and a bath, that would cost us probably 30 grand to do that, but it would bring in extra $1,500 a month. Not net, probably bring in another $1,000 a month net. If that brings in 12 grand a year
That
net,
still works though.
it's,
We already have a $47,000 renovation estimate for.
for this?
A $30,000 investment, or even a $40,000 investment to net $1,000 a month.
Yeah, it's great. I would tell Benny to do a budget of 50 grand to do everything on the inside, plus add 2 bedrooms and a bath for 50 grand. He could do that.
What about electrical upgrade? Probably have somebody upgrade the electrical. If we're gonna add another
Check
mini
the
split.
panel.
Probably add a mini split, and then you'll have to upgrade the panel. The panel's gonna be on the back of the house. Yeah, so that's 200 amps. Oh,
in
it's
there?
only 125.
Yeah, 125.
We would have to upgrade the panel to a 200. If we did 5 bedrooms.
That means permitting, that means city, that means all that stuff, yeah.
Okay, so here's what we do. We do 5 bedrooms.
Okay.
Don't add the other bedrooms. Let's just get the property cash flowing and get this all cleaned up. I think we tell Benny we need a budget of 25 grand. I think that's what we do. We put we get 5 people in here. It's easy to onboard with you guys, right? Mm-hmm. That's it. Let's go. Let's go to Monroe. Let's go to the zombie house. Okay, guys, this will be a multiple part series where Molly and Pace are gonna have differing ideas, and we'll see who wins.
Good cop, bad cop.
I think we go 5 bedrooms now. Well, actually, I think we're on the same page.
Yeah, we're on the same page here.
5 bedrooms now. You and I have a different opinion about the budget.
Yeah.
You're like, let's spend more money.
No, I'm not, I don't wanna spend more money.
Okay, so 5 bed. What about landscape? Do you have to mess around with landscape too much? Like they don't need like a hangout spot, backyard, anything like that. It's not like an Airbnb.
No, I mean, what you've got here is fine. I mean, if you have...
Where the hell were you guys 10 years ago?
I know.
Are you kidding me? Every time I do an Airbnb, it's like, oh, you don't have enough cute things. You don't have enough awnings and...
Definitely not the hospitality business.
Yeah, if you've got the little plastic Adirondack chairs that they sell at Lowe's or Home Depot,
That's an upgrade.
yeah, you're doing really well.
Okay.
Those are very appreciative.
We need to buy all these freaking C-class neighborhoods. Are you kidding me? C stands for cash flow.
You know, now we're doing children's video.
Yes.
And C stands for gun.
Okay, we'll see, guys. In part 2 of this video, what we'll do is we'll have do an update with Benny, walking the property. We'll do like halfway through the construction. I'll give you guys an update. I'll give you guys access to the estimate that Molly got, and then we'll take a vote in the comments of who's going to be right about the estimate. I think Benny can do this whole job, 5 bedrooms, ready to go for $30,000. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree. I do think we could.
What do you think is
we
the
could
number?
Cut it down. I think we'll probably end up being closer to 40 between exterior. So just
Oh,
doing
yeah,
interior,
okay.
we'll do 30. But between exterior, getting this pool cleaned
Okay,
up.
all right, 40. Okay, got it. So $40,000. We'll give you guys the construction estimate in the next video. So to watch the training that I did with PadSplit a couple weeks ago, there's a link in the description down below. And then we're going to go over to the zombie house. The house, have you guys heard about this house?
No.
Homeless people are running a OnlyFans A homeless OnlyFans out of this house. I'm not lying.
I want to go now.
Yeah, you have to go, bro. It's very Vegas.
I mean, The Walking Dead was filmed in Atlanta.
Somehow somebody
Yes.
got a key. Someone got a key, and they were selling nightly stays for $5.
And filming each other having
Entrepreneurship.
sex and putting the stuff on OnlyFans. What? It's true. It's what was happening. Chava's. Hey guys, if you want those videos, watch it on the Zombie House. We'll see you guys in that video. This means we're bad landlords.
We are.